In the previous lecture, we saw how to remove chromatic aberrations and also solve distortions in your image just by click of a button. But if for some reasons you are not satisfied with the results, Lightroom has you covered and we have a manual section. In here you can do the works yourself and solve distortion and chromatic aberration. The first slider is for distortion. Let me uncheck the enable profile corrections from this photo. It reverts back to its original form and we see that it has a curvy and the lines are not straight. So we go to the manual section in the distortion slider, increase the value and we see that the image is getting straight, and we also have guidelines to guide us. So when we are satisfied that it's straight, let it go and we see that the results are actually good. It's almost straight. And with this slider, you can go very extreme like this, and on the other side like this. Be gentle with the slider, don't use it too much. And there is another option at the bottom of the slider, Constraint Crop. What it does is when we go too far and when we go to extreme, it creates this white spots on different side of the image. We can solve this by two ways. Either we can crop it or just take this option and it will be solved for you. A little bit fine tuning, and this is the distortion is almost gone. Let me just re-enable the profile corrections, and at the bottom we have a slider for vignetting. This is very straightforward and on point. The lenses also create a vignette. So to remove or to increase that vignette, we have this slider. And the next slider is midpoint. Midpoint is the vignette is always at the corners of our image. So if you want to control the light of everything that is in the middle, we can use this midpoint slider, as you see in this example. The next and the most important part in here is difference section. For example, in this image, if we zoom in, we see that it has some purple fringes at the edges. And we know that it is called chromatic aberration. Let's see how the remove chromatic aberration, the automatic version, works. It doesn't really do anything in here, so in these cases, we need to do it manually ourselves. In the difference section, we have two sliders, one for selecting the range of colors and another for its saturation. In our case, we see that the range of colors is almost between purple and somewhere between this. And from the above slider, we can control its saturation. We see that when we go to the extreme, the value is 20, and we see the effects that are these colors, the range of colors that we selected are getting desaturated. Here's the before, here's the after of applying the difference. Same thing also goes for green hues. We select the color range and also decrease or increase the saturation from the above slider. So that was it for the lens correction section. We have covered it all. If you have any other questions, any suggestions, let me know in the Q&A section. So see you in the next lecture.